good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. Welcome. So we're going to do a Hatha yoga practice for Anahata, our heart chakra. So if you come into your comfortable seated position, rest your right hand at the center of the chest and the left hand on top. Relax the elbows and the shoulders down and close the eyes. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. And as you do so, just scanning the body, noticing any areas of tension, noticing where maybe you could create a little bit more space. So maybe lengthening the spine a little, drawing the shoulders down so the neck has more space. Crown of the head going up towards the ceiling. And taking just a few more breaths there. And then when you're ready, open the eyes. So we'll start with a breathing practice that focuses on Anahata, your heart chakra. So if you come with your hands to prayer at the chest, as you inhale now, you're going to turn the hands away from you and open them like a book. And then draw them towards you, so the back of the hands go together, so they're going towards the heart, fingers towards the heart. And then extend the arms out. As you exhale, you draw them back in towards the heart, turn them up, and bring the palms together. Inhale, open the hands like a book. Draw the fingers towards you and extend the arms out away from you. Exhale, draw them back towards you, bending at the elbows, fingers going towards the heart, palms together. Inhale, open the hands like a book. Draw them towards you and away. Exhale, coming back, hands to prayer like a book. Inhale, open the hands. Draw them towards you and away. Exhale, come back, and hands to prayer. So we'll do a few more rounds, working with the breath. So trying to keep your inhale, the whole extension of the movement, and then exhale all the way back in. So you'll have to slow down the breathing. We'll do one more. And just close the eyes for a few more breaths. You can bring on your Ujjayi breath here if you want to, if you know your Ujjayi breath. As you inhale now, open the arms out wide. So inhale, open the arms out wide, open the chest. As you exhale, draw the palms together, chin to chest, round the spine, round the shoulders. Inhale, opening the arms up, open the chest, spread the fingers, look up. Exhale, rounding, navel draws in, round the spine, round the shoulders, palms together. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 5 more. Working with the breath. Opening the chest. Last one. Bring the palms together at the chest. Lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. Just take a couple of breaths there. Okay, so take the hands behind you. Fingers pointing towards you. And take the soles of the feet flat. We're going to lift up into a reverse tabletop, so sending the chest up towards the ceiling. So line up your ankles underneath your knees in line with your hips. Inhale, lift up. Relax the head back if it's comfortable on the neck. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Let's do 4 more. Working with the breath. And last one. And then come back into a cross-legged position. Sit upright and just take a few breaths. Maybe shake out the arms, shake out the shoulders. As you take the palms together, interlace the fingers, make a fist, and we'll just rotate. So rotating into the wrists. That's because we're going to go back onto the wrists in a minute, so we'll just lubricate them back up. And then we'll go in the other direction. And then extend your right arm out with the fingers facing up towards the ceiling. Take your left hand, just pull those fingers towards you, just give them a stretch. And then we'll do the other side. Extend the left arm, fingers towards you, give them a stretch. Perfect. Okay, coming back with the hands behind you. This time we're going to extend the legs out with the toes pointing towards the ceiling. Make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders As you inhale now, press the heels into the floor, lift the whole body up, and then point the toes. Keep the legs together, release the head down. Exhale, lower back down, so you flex the feet as you lower. Inhale, legs together. If this is too much for you, go back to the reverse tabletop and do that one. Inhale, lift up, point the toes, release the head. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift up, point the toes, release the head. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. Let's do 2 more. Bring yourself back up to a nice long spine. Legs out in front. Just take a few breaths there. Relax the shoulders. And then let's take a bend on the knees. And we'll just loosen off the spine, loosen off the arms. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slide the arms along the floor and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slide the arms along the floor and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slide the arms along the floor and up. Exhale, forward, twice more. So lead with the heart, with the chest. And then stay down there in the last one. So keep a slight bend on the knees, if that feels good for you. And see if you can get that nice stretch into the lower back, into the lumbar spine. Take a couple more breaths there. And then slowly make your way back up. And we'll go in the other direction. So, we'll come back down. So come back down and as you inhale now, you're going to raise the arms up. Exhale as you slide the hands forward towards the feet. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale as you slide forward towards the feet. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, slide forward. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, slide forward. Let's do twice more. Keeping that bend on the knees, digging the heels into the floor. Last one. Staying down for a few more breaths. And then slowly coming back up. So let's lie, I'm going to turn myself around. So lying on your right side. You're going to have a bend into your right knee. And you're going to extend your left leg out. You're going to come up onto your right hand then. Turn the fingers away from you. Try and get that right hand underneath the shoulders. Shoulder even. Inhale, raise up. So you're going to lift the hips up. Keeping the right leg on the floor. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. So you're bringing your top arm over. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. And we'll go to the other side, so spinning around. Bend your left knee, extend your right. So spread those left fingers nice and wide. Wrist underneath your shoulder. Just come up a little bit so I don't slide off the mat. Okay, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Okay, swapping again. So if you want to, you can keep a bend on that bottom leg. And you can do the same as we did before. We're going to hold. Okay. Or you can extend both legs out. You're extending both legs out. You're going to lift up and hold for 3, 2, and 1. And lower down. Take a little break. We'll swap to the other side. So extending both legs, keeping that left wrist underneath the left shoulder, keeping that left arm nice and straight. So my inner elbow is facing forward here. Inhale, lift up and hold for 3, 2, and 1. And lower down. Come back. Let's lay down for a moment. Take a few breaths in Shavasana. Maybe wiggle the fingers, shake the arms. And we'll take a fish pose here. So take the feet together. You're going to take the hands behind the sacrum, underneath the sacrum. So you're going to do this underneath your sacrum. So you can take your feet flat for a minute, just to set yourself up. So underneath your sacrum. And extend your legs back, down. Bring the feet together. And from here you're going to tuck the elbows underneath you. And round the draw the shoulder blades together. So actually draw the shoulder blades back together and open the chest. And you come on to the back of the head. So elbows come in and coming onto the back of the head. So don't go right onto the top of the head. That's just too much for the neck. So just the top of the back of the head. And keep those elbows tucked in. Draw the shoulder blades together. Open the chest. So point the toes. And take a few breaths there in fish pose. So opening up the ribs, opening up the chest. Two more nice deep breaths there. And then slowly slide the elbows out. Relax the shoulders down. Space between the shoulder blades, chin lightly tucked in. And then just lift the hips, take the hands out. And take a few breaths there in Shavasana. Knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. And onto one side and come into Vidrasana. So sitting on the heels. So sitting on the heels in Vidrasana. Relax the shoulders, open the chest. And then take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, palms together. Inhale, you stretch the arms behind you. Exhale as you fold forward, so leading with the chest. Inhale, chin goes into the chest and you round as you come up. Exhale, going forward. Inhale, coming back up. If it's a little bit too much for you to have the hands clasped, you can just rest them on the thighs. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, forward. Let's do 4 more. And last one. Okay, for this last one, you can tuck your chin into the chest a little more. So you're coming a little bit more onto the top of the head. So not the forehead, but just the top here. So not right onto the crown of the head either, but about halfway to the top of the head, chin tucked into the chest. Keep your hands interlaced behind you. Tuck the feet. And then draw those hands up towards you around the spine. So you can lift the hips up if that feels good. Round the spine. If this doesn't feel good for you, just take a child's pose. So we're going to loads of space in rabbit pose into the vertebra. And then relax the feet down. Release the hands. Relax the buttocks down. Relax the shoulders. Relax the forehead, so come onto the forehead rather than the top of the head. And take the arms out in front. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Take a few breaths in. And then on your next inhale, you're going to lift the hips up and slide the hands along the floor for your melting heart or puppy pose. So inhale, lift up. Slide the hands along the floor. Take a few breaths there. On your next exhale, relax back again. So slide your hands towards you. Relax back into your child's pose. Inhale, lift the buttocks, slide the arms along the floor. Exhale, slide them back into your child's pose. Inhale, sliding on the floor, chest down towards the floor, lift the buttocks. Exhale, sliding back. Inhale, sliding forward. Exhale, sliding back. So do 4 more. In your own time, working with the breath. Now last one, we'll stay in our puppy pose for a few breaths. And then make your way up to tabletop, so press into your arms. Take your hands back in line with your shoulders into your puppy pose. So we'll start with the right arm, so I'm just going to switch myself around. You can stay where you are as long as you can see me. Inhale, you're going to raise your arms up, right arm up towards the ceiling. And exhale, you're going to take it all the way through, so through the needle. Take it all the way through. Slide the back of the hand along the floor and relax the right shoulder down. Inhale, you're going to come up, all the way up. Exhale, slide it back underneath. Inhale, up. Exhale, slide it underneath. So your right ear comes to the floor. Inhale, up. Exhale, slide it underneath. So we'll do 4 more. You can bend into that left elbow. Last one. And come back up to your tabletop. Take a few breaths there. You can take a child's pose if you want to. So I'm actually going to stay facing this way so you can see from the other side when I do it the other way. So just line yourself up, make sure your knees are in line with your hips, wrists in line with your shoulders. And then we're going to inhale, we're going to raise that left arm up. And exhale, slide it underneath. So I'm bending into my right arm, coming down onto my left shoulder, left ear. Inhale, pressing into my right arm. Hand brothers, stretching the arm up. Exhale, slide along the floor. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, slide it underneath. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, sliding it underneath. So 4 more. And then come back up to your tabletop. Let's take a down dog here. So you take your hands about 1 hand distance further away. Tap your toes, lift up for your down dog and take a little walk. And one knee, straighten the other. Move from side to side. Drawing the heel of the straight leg down towards the floor. So don't worry if it doesn't touch the floor. Just draw it down towards the floor. So you get that nice stretch into the hamstrings. Okay, I'm going to swap myself around. So steady the feet in your down dog. Feet in line with your hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And send the weight back, so you're sending the chest back towards your thighs or knees, abdomen towards your thighs, chest towards your knees. Ears in line with the upper arms. Tailbone up towards the ceiling. Take as much of a bend in the knees as you need to. Deepen the breath. Let's take 3 more nice deep breaths here. And then lower the knees. Come back into your child's pose. And just take your hands down. Guide the feet if you need to, round the shoulders. Take a few breaths there. Okay, so make your way up. We'll come to the front of the mat. And we'll do a few rounds of sun salutation with emphasis on the heart center. So feet together or hip distance apart, depending on what feels good for you. Relax the shoulders, palms together, center of the chest. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, tailbone goes back, lead with the chest. Keep the chest open as you exhale forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen, lift the chest. Look forward. Exhale, release the head down. Inhale, step your left foot back as far as you can. Lower the knee, top of the foot flat. Exhale, ground down that right foot. And then on your next inhale, raise the arms up. So you can look straight ahead or release the head back. Exhale, hands down, step back, down dog. Inhale, you can lower the knees first, then the chest, or come into plank, and lower, exhale. Inhale for cobra. Exhale for down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Keep opening that chest. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, think of the chest, raise the arms up, so keep a really good bend in the knees. Coming up, so you're in your chair pose as you come up. All the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, lead with the chest. Fold forward, so collapse from the knees, tailbone out. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release the head down. Inhale, step your right foot back. Lower the knee, top of the foot flat. Take an exhale. You press that left foot into the floor. And then inhale, raise your arms up. Look straight ahead or release back. Exhale, hands down. Step back. Down dog. Inhale, you can lower the knees first, then the chest, or come into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, draw the navel in, coming into chair pose. As you come all the way up, exhale, hands to prayer. We'll go again. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, lead from the chest, folding forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release the head. Inhale, step your left foot back. Lower the knee, top of the foot flat. Exhale, ground the right foot. Inhale, raise the arms up. Open the chest. Exhale, hands down. Step back, down dog. Inhale, lower the knees and the chest. Or inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, leading with the chest, bend into the knees. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. Inhale, step your right foot back. Lower the knee. Top of the foot flat. Exhale, weight into that left foot. Inhale, raise the arms up. Open the chest. Exhale, hands down. Down dog. Inhale for plank or knees. Exhale to lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale for down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, bend to the knees, sweep the arms. Coming up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take a few breaths. Okay, coming down, back down onto the floor. So coming, just sitting with the legs nice and wide. Fingertips on the floor. And I want you to bring the chest forward. So bring the chest forward. Open the throat. Keep that length and walk your hands forward as you exhale. So keep that length, keep that chest open. Keep the feet flexed. You can have a bend in the knees if you need to. And keep that soft gaze. So rather than bringing the chin to chest, to bring the crown of head to the floor. Keep the neck long. So gazing down the nose. And the eyes can look at the floor, but not the crown of the head. And then make your way back up. Take your left knee into, bend your left knee, so take your left heel into the ground. Turn to face that right leg, sorry. Again, chest open. Throat open. Walk the hands. So we're going over that that right leg. So one hand each side of the leg. Release the head. But again, not all the way down. So keep that length, gaze towards the leg. And then walk the hands back up. All the time you're drawing your navel in to protect the spine. And then we'll turn our hips or our trunk of the body to face forward. And we're going to take that right hand on the floor. You might want a fingertip there. But on the floor, just in front of that right leg. And as you inhale now, you're going to slide that right arm along the floor and at the same time bring that left arm up and over. So trying to create as much length in that left arm as you can, trying to straighten that elbow as much as you can. If you can easily go for the foot, go for the foot. But it's better to stretch out first to create that length. And then we're going to take that left hand behind us. So you're going to bring it up towards the ceiling again. And the back of that left hand is going to go to the small of your back. And then you're going to rotate that shoulder. So I'm going to exaggerate the movement. You're rolling that left shoulder up and back. And your chest is going up towards the ceiling. Look up if it's comfortable in the neck. If not, look straight ahead or down towards the floor. And then look towards the floor, look towards your right hand, fingertip the mat. Use your fingers to just push yourself up. Take your hands behind you and we'll swap the feet. So lengthening yourself up and then turn slightly to face that left leg. Keep that chest open, nice openness in the throat. Walk your hands either side that left leg. Coming down, taking a gaze towards the left leg. So don't force the body, only go to the point that feels like a good stretch. And then make your way back up. Turn your trunk to face forward. Left hand on the floor, the inside of that left leg. Either fingertips or the whole hand. And then as you bring the right arm up and over, you're going to slide that left hand along the floor. Again, go for the reach first. Don't try and touch the foot because the tendency is to go like that. When you try and touch the foot, we want to create that openness in the ribs. So go for length first. Straighten out that left, right arm. And if you want to then, if you have that right arm straight and you're reaching past your left foot, well then you can take hold. And then bring that right arm up. Take it behind you, so stretch it out. Behind you then, back of the hand, so your arm rotates as you go back, back of the hand going to the smaller back. And then rotate that shoulder back. So up and back. Look up if it's comfortable on the neck, or look forward or towards your left hand if not. So thinking of sending the right side of the chest up towards the ceiling. And then look towards your left fingers, fingertip them up, coming back up. And take both legs wide again. Settle yourself in. If you want to pop a cushion underneath your buttocks here, you can. So that you can tilt a little bit more from the hips, from the pelvis. And we're going to go forward again. We're just going to see, do we have a little bit more space now in the body? If we go from side to side, we tend to open up more space in the vertebra, and you may find that you can go a little bit deeper. So remember, not forcing it though. Take the hands, keep that chest and the neck nice and open. Walk the hands forward, walk the hands forward until you can't go any further. And then look down towards the floor, but try not to punch the head and neck. Some nice deep breaths there. And then slowly make your way back up. And then take the soles of the feet together for a butterfly. So let's bring the heels in really close to the body for your butterfly. And inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bend into the elbows and fold forward. Now you won't be able to go forward too much unless you've really good flexibility here in the hips. It'll be a lot less than you did before with your wide-legged forward fold. So just go to the point that feels like a good stretch, and we're just going to stay there and feel into it for a few breaths, keeping the chest once again lifted, shoulders are down. Space in the throat. And then we'll come back up, and then we'll take the soles of the feet away from us. So you're creating a nice big diamond shape now with the legs. So take them as far away from you as you comfortably can, where the feet are still, soles of the feet are still together. Inhale, lengthen up, elbows out to the sides. Again, chest stays lifted as you exhale, fold forward. And again, just go to the point that feels good for you today. Notice how the body is today. So I'm noticing my body has more stiffness today. So I'm not forcing it. I'm just going to the point that feels comfortably stretchy. And slowly make your way back up. And then we'll come to lying on the back. And we're going to lie in active rest for a few breaths. So feet are flat on the floor, knees pointing towards the ceiling. Lift the pelvis, lower it back down again. So make sure lift the hips, the shoulders as well. Maybe just settle yourself so that you're nice and neutral and relaxed. Let's take our hands to our heart here, right hand on top, right hand at the center of the chest, rather than left hand on top. And we'll take a few breaths there. Actually walk the feet out. Walk the feet out so that the knees drop in towards each other. And just sending love and energy to that heart center. If you want to visualize your color for Anahata is green. Green is also the color for healing. And then take the knees back up to the ceiling, but leave the feet where they are. Take your hands down by your sides, just for support. So have them a little bit away from the body. So a couple of feet away from the body with the palms facing down. And we're just going to windscreen wipe the knees, but nice and slowly. So bring the knees over to the right first. So knees go over to the right, nice and slowly. And then bring them back up and over to the left. Bring them back up and over to the right. And bring them back up and over to the left. Let's do a couple more each side, so 2 more each side in your own time. Just feeling into the body, maybe feeling that space in the vertebra, opening up all the joints, moving together. The joints in the hips, moving together. And then come back to center. Stick the feet flat, knees pointing towards the ceiling. So make sure that your feet now and your knees are in line with your hips. So bring your feet in. Make sure your ankles are underneath your knees. We're going to lift up and hold in bridge pose. So make sure your feet are really solid when you lift up in bridge pose. I see a lot all the time of people lifting their toes or curling their toes up when they lift up in bridge pose, but your feet are your foundation. So they want to be rock solid on the floor. So as if they're glued to the floor. And when you lift up, feel like they're glued to the floor and you're trying to push them away from you. Okay? So feel like you're pressing the feet into the floor and pushing them away. So like drawing your heels away as if you're trying to slide them along the floor. So when you're ready, press those feet into the floor, lift up, squeeze your butt, and then roll your shoulder blades underneath, interlace your fingers, and bring your lower arms as flat as you
pushing them all in. And we'll hold here for 4 nice deep breaths. And then very slowly squeeze the butt a little more because you're unclasping your hands and relaxing your shoulders. Keep your butt squeezed as you slowly lower down. Oh, there goes my knee. Okay, just windscreen wipe your knees from side to side. And then let's bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug, rock. And then take those arms out, letter T, palms facing down. Nice big inhale. And as you exhale, you can bring your knees over to the left and ground down your right shoulder. So you might need to draw the knees away from you a little bit. You might need to put the feet on the floor first, but just make sure they're not hanging there. And relax that left arm. You can extend that right arm along the floor so the upper arm is going up towards the ear. As long as the right shoulder stays on the ground. And take a few more breaths here. Just enjoying that release into the spine, into the chest. And then bring the knees into the center. So use your hands as little anchors. So palms facing down, bring your knees into the center. If you need to reset the pelvis, just put the feet on the floor. Lift the pelvis and lower it back down, just so that you're nice and neutral, central on the mat. And then knees into the chest again. Knees over to the right. Ground down your left shoulder. And you can rotate that left palm up. You can slide the arm along the floor. Relax that right hand onto your left thigh. Just taking a few breaths there again. Enjoying that stretch. And then support yourself with your hands. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Rock from side to side. And then come into Shavasana. You can take a bolster or a cushion underneath your legs, underneath your knees if you need to. And the legs a comfortable distance apart, the arms a comfortable distance away from the body, palms facing up, chin lightly tucked in towards the chest. There's still that length in the neck. And just breathe. So for a moment, just don't do anything. Just feel the body. Notice any sensations in the fingers and the toes. So you can feel that energy in the fingers and toes, and see if you can send it into the center of the body. And send that energy into the internal organs, into the heart, lungs, abdomen, kidneys. And all the organs in the body. And it's like your body is processing all the information, the muscle memory, all the stretching that you've done throughout the practice. And it's important to give the body this time in order to process, in order to make little adjustments, to send energy where it's needed, to lubricate parts of the body that have become unstuck. Whereas prior to your practice, they were stuck and unable to receive those nutrients. Now there's space. So that chi energy, blood, glucans, is able to get into those areas now. So take a few more breaths here. And feel free to pause me here or stop me here. Put on a long yoga nidra, a relaxation. Give yourself more time. But if you're ready to continue with your day, so to bring some of that energy, just enough into the fingers and the toes, and then stretch the arms overhead. Bring the legs together, bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug, a little rock. When you're ready, roll over onto one side. Make your way up to a seated position. Hands to prayer at the chest. Press the thumbs into the center of the chest so that you can feel the thumbs on the breastbone. Take a nice deep breath. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Take care. See you soon.